What's up, everybody? Let's try this again. I have no idea how to edit videos, so I'm like, I need to learn that stuff. Um, I didn't do a whole lot of driving today. I only did like 260 miles or something. I'm up here in Illinois right now, and I'm getting ready to go back to Ohio. I'm off in a few days, thank God. I only got a few more days and I'm going home. And then I'll make an end of tour video for my first 3 weeks out. Um, the reason why I want to make this video is because I want to kind of give you guys a background and like a story of who I am, where I come from, and touch on some other things. Because maybe you got questions, you don't really know a lot about me, but maybe you watch my videos a lot, and if you do, I really appreciate you, man. I really do, because the ones that watch my videos a lot, like I said before, you guys are the reason why I keep making them. I grew up in a military family. My dad has moving around a lot. I'm gonna try to stick to the cliff notes. But my dad moved us around a lot till I was like 12 years old. I lived overseas for about 4 years. We ended up settling down in Virginia because that's where he retired from the Marine Corps. And I moved there when I was 12. I lived there. I've been in the South my whole life now since I was 12 years old. But I'm glad I got to move around a little bit, see go around the world and stuff. I don't want to get this video is not really too much of like my family story. It's really my story, and the reason why I want to tell you this because I wanted to touch on people with substance abuse problems. It's something that maybe a lot of you have already gone through. Maybe you're going through it right now, or you know somebody that's going through it. I went through it when I was 12 years old. That was like the first time I smoked weed, and then I didn't do it for like a year. It was like a one-time thing. But then like a year later, I started doing it again, and then after that, I was hooked, man. I was just hooked, and I was hanging out with all sorts of losers, and it wasn't just weed. It was a whole lot of other things, and it was just a bunch of bad choices. And a lot of regrets, man. And I always think back, I'm like, man, I wish I could go back to when I was a kid. I would never do that, because I never knew what kind of person I might have ended up becoming if I didn't make all those stupid choices, if I didn't hang out with those kind of people, And I want you to know, if you're going through stuff like that right now, it doesn't have to be that way, man. It really doesn't. I've been sober for a long time now, It doesn't have to be like that. If you know somebody that's going through that, and you're trying so hard to stick with that person, and you're trying to convince that person what life was like before they acquired that habit, that problem. I know it's hard, man. Trust me. I've been stuck in this situation for years now with somebody else that I know, and it's so heartbreaking, man. But I want you to know that if you are going through it doesn't have to be like that, man. I'm telling you, just to paint you a picture, when I was younger, weed or whatever else it was had to be involved in everything I did. If I left the house, weed had to be involved, It didn't matter what it was. It wasn't fun if there wasn't a way to get high or fucked up somehow, And if you're going through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Life isn't fun if you can't get high at the same time. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Oh, gotta have weed involved. Gotta have this involved and that involved. I don't want to go into too many details, but you know what I'm talking about. And I want you to know, no matter what age you were when you got into that, you had a whole life before that. And you didn't think about drugs, you didn't think about alcohol or anything else. You were able to have a good time all by yourself without that stuff. So it is possible for you to do it. Trust me, I mean, for years I was like that, and I was miserable. If I couldn't get, weed or whatever else it was, I was miserable. I'd sit inside like a shut-in, and I'd just be an asshole all day. I wouldn't want to do anything. friends would call me up, let's go do this, let's go do that. No, I can't leave the house because of this problem I have, you know? And I want you to know, life doesn't have to be like that, man. It really doesn't. That shit is like it's got like a hold on you, and you think that you have this problem. This damn fly is getting on my nerves, man. He's just stuck in my truck for like 3 days and he won't leave. But if you know somebody is going through this, or if you're going through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I just want you to know the real reason why I wanted to make this video is because I am dead serious, 110%. I know that life doesn't have to be like that for you. It doesn't. You know, I've seen it from both sides. I've been miserable on that side, and then I crushed that wall. I finally made it through to the other side, and I could see now what I was doing to myself. I could see now the problems I had, the things that I was doing, the effect it was having on everybody around me, the effect it was having on me. You know, everything that I was denying myself, all the opportunities I was denying myself in my life because of my problem, you know? And now that I'm totally sober, and I've been sober for a long time, you know, I could see this is the real me. This is the me that was supposed to be here, you know? Now, a lot of people, if you quit your bad habits, you're going to lose friends. I promise you're going to lose friends. But those aren't your friends. Those are just people you get messed up with. They're not really your friends, you know? And I touched on this in some past videos, that if you dump those friends, you're going to realize you never had anything in common with them in the first place. You know, I know you guys think my channel is about trucking, but it's not. Trucking is a good part of it, but it's not. I try to teach life lessons. I try to lay knowledge on people. You know, just trucking it gets boring after a while. There's only so much you can talk about with trucks. You know, but I thank God that for where I'm at now, that I was able to get my CDL, that all that past life behind me, with all the stupid shit that I did, I never got myself in serious trouble. And that's why I dumped a lot of friends, because I knew they were going to end up getting me in trouble sooner or later, and I was going to end up catching a felony or something, and then I would be stuck with it for the rest of my life. And every time I filled out a job application, I'd have to explain that crap. I'm like, I don't want to do that. You know, I have a clean record, clean driving record. I'm clean across the board, and I appreciate that every day, man. Every day. You know, and if you have something on your record, you know what? Don't use that as an excuse to keep yourself down. That's weak. That's stupid. There's a lot of people in this world that have bad records, but they don't let it defeat them. They learn to overcome it. They learn to work around it. It's an obstacle in the road, but you learn how to get around it. You know, it's like a tree that fell down in the road when you're driving. You know, you just got to learn how to get around it, whether it's with an axe or a chainsaw or something, or ask your friends to help move it. You know, that's what it is. So, I don't want to rant on forever about this. I do want to say that, like, I've lost a handful of friends because of drugs. It's terrible, man. It kills me. 'Cause I can remember them like it was yesterday. And I just wish I could go back. And if you know somebody that's doing something they really shouldn't be doing right now, stick by that person, but also don't let that person sink you. Don't let them drag you down. You know, I know it's hard. It's really hard because you're trying to live your life, and you're trying to take care of this person at the same time, but they don't even want to take care of themselves. You know, so you're like, what am I supposed to do? You know, you got me between a rock and a hard place here. Like the last friend that I lost, I hadn't seen her in like a year, and I got a phone call one day, said she's deceased, and I was like, it killed me, man. It kills me to this day, because that girl was like my sister, man. It just kills me, you know. And then you're always stuck asking yourself, well, what if that, what if I was here, what if I was there, you know. It's just, don't do that to yourself, man. There's nothing you can do, man. It's just the way life is, you know. And as you get older, you're going to lose more friends or family or whatever. Hopefully they're really old, you know, and it was just life, you But when you lose them when they're young, dude, it's terrible, man. It just rips you apart. But like I said, I don't want this channel to be just about trucking, man. Like I said, I think that shit gets boring after a while. I really wanted to put knowledge on you guys, and I'm sorry that my videos aren't so exciting, like special effects and all that BS that they put in the videos. I don't. I've told you numerous times I don't know how to do that stuff, and I probably never will. But if you listen to what I'm saying, you might get, you might pick up on something, because I got enough life experience to be able to talk about certain things. I'm not an expert on anything, but I've been some places and I've seen some things. So anyway, if you really understand what I'm saying, like I said, if you know somebody's going through this, please comment. Or if you're going through something right now, please comment, ask questions. I don't care, dude. I always try to reply to all of you guys, man, because I really appreciate it. But I want you to know that there is so much life out there. There's so much opportunity out there. There's so many other people out there. If you're stuck in a circle of friends that has a lot of bad habits, please, oh my God, get away from those people. They are not good for you. I know that you think they're your friends, and you think that, oh, if I leave this circle, I'm not going to have anything. You're going to have everything. You're going to have so much opportunity out there because you just threw away all that trash. And now you have nothing to lose. You can go out and you ain't got to ask nobody for nothing, And you shouldn't ask nobody for nothing anyway, because it's your life. It's your choices, your decisions that are going to put you on that path, to where you actually want to be. And that's the question you got to ask yourself. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in 5 years? In 10 years? If you keep hanging out with those people, look at them. Look where they're at right now. That's exactly where you're going to be at in 5, 10 years. Look at what they're doing. Hanging out on the couch, smoking weed, watching stupid movies every day, telling stupid stories for the 5,000th time. Do you want to do that in 10 years? Maybe be on welfare, making excuses all the time why you can't succeed, always blaming all your problems on somebody else, collecting a check first of the month. Who the hell would want to live like that? No, it doesn't have to be like that, man. And you shouldn't be relying on other people for, especially, when I say other people, I mean the government. I don't want to get into another, go off topic too much, but you shouldn't be relying on other people for your assistance, for your finances. You should be out hustling, doing it on your own, because there's plenty of opportunities out there, and there's no excuses that I will ever accept that you can't go out and make money on your own. One of my greatest mentors in life when I was younger was my 9th and 10th grade year in high school. He was one of my teachers. He was in a wheelchair. He was bound to a wheelchair since he was like 19 years old. He got in a car accident. That man got his ass out of bed every single morning to come to work to teach us kids. He could have sat at home and used that as an excuse, collected a check from the government. Man couldn't even do this with his fingers, and he still got out of bed every single morning to come to work to help us kids. We weren't his kids. That was just a job, and he probably got crappy money for it, but he did it because he liked what he did. And you got people in this world that will sit at home with the dumbest ass excuse why they can't go out and get a job. Those people are weak. And if you got people like that around you, you need to get the hell away from them, because what they have is poisonous, and it will spread to you if you let it. What you need to be around is positive people that are doing something with their life, people that they're working their way up the stairs, not down, people that are accomplishing things, people that are working towards goals, people that have not old stories, but making new stories every day. Where did you go today? Oh, I was working on this. I got this certification. I did this. I got this new job, blah, blah, blah. Those are the type of people that you need to surround yourself with. Not the guy that always has an excuse. Those people are so tired. I can't be around them, you know. I'm sorry. Anyway, I hope this message marinates with some of you. I really do. If you really understand what I'm saying, then you know it maybe maybe it'll have some kind of an effect on you in the next few days. I don't know. Maybe a light bulb will go off in your head or something. I don't know. I do these videos off the top of my head, man. I'm freeballing it right now, dude. None of my shit is scripted. I just stand up here and talk. I really do. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys. Please share my channel. Share my channel to anybody you think might be interested or might understand what I'm saying, you know, might appreciate the message or might need the message, you know. But if you take anything from this video, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't. There's so much. You got a whole world out there. Go discover it. All right. Like, share, subscribe. Common sense ain't common. Thanks, guys.